All right, and it is time for some Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze with SpikeVegeta. Take it away.
Oh, I should. Oh, I almost revealed the game. Yeah, I played that. That game's really cool. My roommate didn't like it, and I said, "You suck at the game."
Off to a great start, Spike.
God. He just doesn't like Mega Man. It's whatever. If he's awake, there's no way he's awake at home. He's on East Coast, and there's no way he's awake right now. So yeah, what's up, every guy, everybody, every guy, every girl. What's up? It's okay. So just up front, it is early for me right now. So this is the loopy version of Tropical Freeze. First of all, let's move this over. Oh, we are on funky mode, and what that means is we're going to be playing as Funky Kong throughout most of this playthrough, but not all of it, actually. So right off the bat, yeah, again, this is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We won't preload the level. This is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, obviously originally released for the Wii U back in 2014. Yeah, since then, they re-released the game. They ported it over to Switch just this past year in 2018 and added Funky Kong right here, who you'll be seeing that we'll be playing as for the vast majority of the playthrough. In a lot of ways, he's almost like the easy mode casually. He's going to have more hearts to work with. But the big thing he's given to us that's really a challenge as a speedrun is he's going to have this double jump technique that actually maintains all of your momentum. He also has a hover. It is an infinite hover, but we never want to use that thing because you lose all momentum off of it. So anyways, I'm done rambling. We can go ahead and start the run whenever we're all ready. Okay. I've been told to stall. So Funky's cool. He wears a bit. Okay, let's break this down real quick. So you guys can like barely see him right there. Are those jorts or are those just cut off shorts that he's wearing?
Those are 100%. We were having this debate in Spike's stream the other night. Those are 100% jorts. They can't be anything else, frankly.
Because we were debating how to cosplay this at some point. I'm not doing it today. Obviously, I'm doing a really bad job of it. But Michael Goldfish, one of the best players in the world for this, he was like, I think they're just shorts. I think they are custom-made shorts. I'm like, this dude, Funky Kong, he probably found this off on Donkey Kong Island. What? Bye, we'll be back in 5 seconds and talk about the jort lore. Well, I'm going to preload the level. Ha-ha! All right, and runs over. Peace. I'm going back to bed. I got a no time. God, I can't say how happy I am I didn't eat that burrito earlier. This is going to be rough. Halfway through, and I'll be back.
Yeah, Stunt, I think I saw you.
Enjoy.
I think I saw you eat that burrito. How was it?
All right, welcome back. It's like y'all didn't miss anything. So jorts, right? Are those jorts or those shorts?
They're short, Spike.
I can't see chat, but tell me. F's. I don't think any letters in those involve the letter F. But anyways, so what's up, guys? This is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We're going to start the run whenever we're ready on timer. All right, okay. I've been told to stall a little bit longer.
All right, Spike. While we stall, real quick, rank the Kong family for me. You gotta, who is top Kong of the Kongs? Very important question.
Okay, I am very much partial, and I don't play Smash because of that. I love Diddy. My boy Diddles is awesome. Not in this video game, though. He very, very much sucks if you're not in the water. He just got super nerfed. Not nerfed. He just got things that were better than him. But he's really cool, and like Donkey Kong Country 2, one of the best platforms of all time. It's whatever. But he's number one. I love Cranky. He's an old dude. He's Scrooge McDuck in this game. He pulls out his pogo. It's a cane, but it's a pogo. We're gonna like go real fast and bounce off stuff with him. Funky Kong is awesome. He's like a 2A. If I had to really break this down analysis-wise, they're like same tier. After that, I mean, Dixie and Donkey are cool. They're awesome. Dixie's got like a hair twirl and stuff. She can float forever. Not forever. Well, she can float forever in DKC too. And Donkey, he's the dude you attach the other Kongs to so he doesn't suck. So I feel like he objectively has to be ranked 5th out of this group.
Yeah, is Donkey Kong good in any of the games?
So could they not hear me through all that?
Oh, okay,
all
wonderful.
right, so we could talk about whatever then.
All right, so everyone tell me your favorite type of 5-pound burrito.
Is the burrito still back there?
No, no, no. They disposed of that.
Probably for the best.
Like, I've seen 1 pound burritos. A 5 pound burrito?
I don't know how can you eat it? Like, that's too much burrito.
How many people do you feed? Ivan, can you see anything? Oh.
By the way, Ivan's back here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's no way. They have no idea.
Can
He's
you
just
stand
two
up?
blue
Can
little,
you
like,
stand up?
shoulder
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Whenever you want to see, just put your head right here.
Ivan, would you like a hand puppet or something to just hold up?
And I'll just come back and I'll pet you like Dr. Claw's cat right here. Woo! It is early. All right.
So Spike, why aren't you doing any K levels right now?
I would have to load up a different profile. All right, here's. Can I play Picross?
Don't play Picross.
Didn't I just tell you that you were going to say, no, let's just go play Picross?
I think it'd be really funny if I loaded up Picross right now.
I'm not going to stop you. Is anybody going to stop him? Yeah, no, just go for it.
All right, we're playing Picross.
All right,
now.
so since I know like you are like one of the biggest fans of the Picross series,
Look.
how would you rate Picross 2 here that Spike's about to play?
Look, Picross is it's honestly one of my favorite puzzle games, and I actually really like Picross too because it has not only black and white Picross, but it has all different like paint colors Picross, and that's actually really hard. I can't wrap my head around like playing Picross, but also needing to be mindful of there's one blue square in this line, but 2 red squares. Whole different dimension of Picross that we're not going to see today because Spike's playing some traditional Picross right now.
I love traditional Picross.
Yeah, so Spike, what is traditional Picross?
Sorry, I was counting. 1, 2, 3. I mean, basically, what's all that's going on? I like how we're just giving commentary for like the 20 people in the audience.
The run is now Picross.
So what we're looking at right here, just if you've never seen Picross, so here on this like top row, you see how there's a 1, 1. That means there are 2 single blue spaces by themselves somewhere on this row. But the row below it, it says 2, 2. So there's 2 sets of 2 that have to be touching each other. A 2, some amount of spaces, and then another 2 somewhere. So just by the virtue of math, which is really fun, I love math, I am going to deduce what picture this is. So, like right here, 2, 2, 4, 1, I can deduce that there has to be a space in between each of them. So I go 1, 2, there's a 3 in the middle, 4, 5, there's a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a space in the middle of 11, and then 12. 12 from 15 off the total spaces, that's 3. So the only thing I can work off of is I know the 4. So this has to be 1, blank, 1, 2, 3, 4. This has to be a blue. So I can deduce that. So now I'm just like going over and just doing math everywhere and basing on, all right, that's fully X'd off. I knew there were a bunch of 1s here, so this had to be X's on both sides. Yeah, it's crazy. Did anyone catch all that? Dope.
Hopefully they got the explanation. It's important to note that the numbers always have to come sequentially from top to bottom or left to right. So that 2, 2, 4, 1 always has to be 2, then 4, then 1.
That being said, where the heck is my next thing to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? I think this puzzle's already done. I think it's uncompletable. 9.
Bad puzzle. Factory printed it wrong.
1, 4, 2, 4, 3. Is it 4, 2, 3? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No. 1, 7, 8, 9, 6. No. Oh, yeah. So 7, 8, 9, so 10. So I can only do the 7th space. So bam, bam. All right, I think the puzzle's complete. I think this is
all right.
all we can do with this one. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm like, where am I going? 1, 4, 2? I picked a bad puzzle.
Mike, why did you pick a 15 by 15 to demo on stage?
What do we want? Okay, just okay.
Can we just leave and do one of the easier ones that we're actually capable of completing?
All right, just boom, speed run.
Yeah, I saw 5 by 5 there. Yeah, let's do that one.
Bam. All right, so 5 by 5.
Look, they even mark off a bunch of the squares for us.
Bam.
How
so
nice.
We already know. So 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. Bam. Blap. 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 Then there's like ones that are 2, and then 1, and then 1, and blank, and then well, and then bam. Done.
There.
14 seconds.
Amazing run,
Easy
Spike.
game
Amazing
every
run.
day.
What is that picture? That is an
That is
alien.
an alien. So here's going to be the game, guys. You're going to have to guess. Don't read beforehand what it says. Close your eyes. You're going to have to guess what the heck these are. It's pretty hard, let me tell you.
Spike, my eyes are closed. It's really hard to commentate blind.
Nah, you don't need it. We already got the peanut gallery on the couch. It's fine. Bam, bam, bam. All right, what do y'all think this is?
Is it a
It's a
house?
squid from. It's a squid.
Is that a flower?
Oh, it's a peach.
It's a peach.
Okay.
I thought it was a flower, personally. All right, next. Everyone close their eyes. Good. Bam, 3, 1, 16, 45.
Boy, I like the 1-1-1 ones. That's
Blam, yeah,
great,
the 1-1-1s, yeah, you already know. Bam, off that. Blap, blap. So that's got to be a blap and a blap. Hit both of these suckers. Blap, blap, and...
No,
Oh,
you messed up.
Everyone shut up, including me. God, everyone's just like yelling at me over here.
As someone that
Crap.
plays Picross
All
a
right,
lot.
shut up, Edo.
All right. It's a
That's
skull.
definitely
It's a skull. It's green peppers.
It's a green
All right.
pepper. What?
So Picross S2 is a
Can we
great
go to a
video.
10x10, make things a little bit more interesting?
Well, it's already interesting enough. I already can't tell what they look like. Bam! Everyone close their eyes, right? Dope. All right. Blap, blap. Yeah, sixes. Oh, yeah, sixes are the way to go. I never swear. So don't you worry.
Spike is a gentleman.
Yeah, I'm a 6, 4, 25, 13. So yeah, bam. So get rid of this. So this has to be bam. All those that need to be gone. What was the one you yelled out? What row? 1, 3. 1, 3. Oh, the 1, 3 row. Oh, this. Oh yeah, bam. Good job. See, you guys are already experts.
This is now GDQ plays Picross.
GDQ plays. So this can't be that. So that has to be a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blap, 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 blap.
I'm loving the sound effects, Spike. It's a
Yeah,
nice touch.
it's what I do. It gets me going, dude.
They really add a whole new dimension to Picross.
Yeah, we're back.
Are we back? Can they see this game? Oh.
All the
You're
pog
Spike, you're
champs
playing the
right
wrong
now
game,
for
We've
Picross.
confirmed.
Sorry, guys. You
luck.
missed the whole game of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We're actually doing some
So
Picross
this is
too.
the after party.
You've got like 30 seconds to finish this before people start protesting. They want drop.
This has to be a 2. I mean, do I like actually have to stop, or can I please finish?
Finish it. There's only like 10 squares.
Okay, that's cool. I think bam.
What is it? Is it like a
All
barbell?
right, chat, what do you
Is it
think
a
it
barbell?
is? Clearly
It's
a
a
dumbbell.
dumbbell.
All right.
Close enough.
Are
Close
there
enough.
dumbbells? It's got like a jewel, like a emerald middle. I don't know, whatever. That was my speedrun at Picross S2 Puzzle 16 or something. So can people hear me?
I think
Okay,
so.
so
I think-
really quick interruption here. While you guys were watching a blank screen, we had a local recording, so you can check it out later on this week
Oh no! What?
on our YouTube channel. So that's youtube.com/gamesdonequick. You'll be able to see all the shenaniganery that you missed. It was all there. Everything that was black is now there. So we'll be there. So yeah, have fun.
You're going to want to go check that out. That was the most amazing Picross speedrun I've ever seen. It was also the only Picross run I've ever seen, but I mean, yeah, hey, 1 for 1. That's pretty good.
I'm promoting Picross S2 next GDQ. Let's go. Except the schedule's already out and it's not in it, so whatever. Woo!
No, this is
Come
just,
on.
this is just
From the
low-bid, right?
20
Yeah.
people in this room, everyone wants to see that. Like, are there more than? Oh my God! Why are you not all asleep? Go back to bed. I would go to bed. There what?
37 people?
We're at capacity. I don't know. We're gonna need half y'all to leave, sir.
Well, the other half is already in
All
line
right,
outside
I
front.
guess we can probably. What's up, guys? I don't know if anyone heard my spiel earlier. This is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. It was released in 2014. It was a Wii U game. Now it's a Switch game. I get to play as this guy in jorts. So, so with that, I think we can get started. Are we ready on timer? Woo! All right, everyone count me down from 7, 6,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
Go. All right, he already went.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so this is 1-1 Mangrove Cove. So Funky Kong casually meant to be like the easy mode. He's got like an infinite hover. I never want to use that. It kills my momentum. But he's got a double jump that I want to use where it maintains all your momentum. Right off the bat, he's got an infinite roll that you can utilize. I'm actually going to maintain a bunch of momentum off this waterfall for hopefully as long as I can. So 3, 4, Catorce.
Almost? Yeah.
We're gonna
Okay,
hover
good
to
enough,
the
good
end.
enough. You made it, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
time you hover with...
Every time I hover, boo. Just like straight up give me the business at that point.
Yeah, no matter how fast you're going, it just kills all of your momentum.
Yeah.
It's a bad time.
But I wasn't going to make that otherwise, so I was like, let me just throw it in. I hit the Piranha Plant at the end. We hit pretty much all the boosts off the enemies. So you can see there's a lot of just really cool chains you can get off strings of enemies with his double jump.
And it's really nice to do that because every time you like start up a roll with any of the Kongs, like it costs you a couple frames, handful of frames. I don't know how many, but yeah, so you want to minimize how
It's
many
like a
times you roll
year,
in.
it's like whatever. So yeah, you want to avoid that as much as you can. Right there, you also saw it's kind of a gimmick of this game. You see it only in a few levels, but they advertised it, so it's cool. There's like 3 times in the game where it'll give you that like dynamic over-the-shoulder camera angle. That was one of the 2 times we'll see it in this run. So woo. Other than that, yeah, I want to go ahead, go off that dude. I was about to give him the wrong name that we call him in the trap closet. I have to remember what words to use because I'm on GDQ stage. But we don't like enemies like that. They poke you. But yeah, that's 1-1, so that's cool. So kind of what World 1 is meant to be is like your tutorial world in a kind of the original version. Each of these 3 first levels will show you one of the other Buddy Kongs. That level you get Diddy, this one you're gonna get Dixie, at the next one you're gonna get Cranky. We're not gonna see any of those because when you're Funky Kong, you're actually reduced to just Funky Kong. You don't get any like, the other Kongs are effectively power-ups for original Donkey. So, also gonna be utilizing a technique here, a piece of tech called grab jumps. So we saw how there's the double jump. If you looked like really closely, and you'll notice it for a bunch of other jumps I do throughout the game, he's got his double jump, but actually, also you just bounce off 2 sharks in this game. This game's metal. Yeah, you can actually throw in a grab in between your doubles with Funky Kong, and it will actually allow you to go ahead and like gain more height initially between the doubles for whatever reason. That'll make a lot of jumps possible, and a lot of other jumps that were just like really tight much easier. I'll try to point them out in like the more significant cases of them, but yeah, it's really cool piece of tech that opened up a lot of routing options.
Yeah, Funky just uses like the power of cartoon physics to literally just grab the air and move him up a little bit.
And then right there, what they want you to do is ride on that boat. Yeah, sure, you can clap for that. That was cool. Woo! I fell in the water and wasted 4 seconds, but woo! All right. Anytime you want to clap, I don't care what I'm doing. I want you to clap. Thank you. Why'd you stop? All right, so 1-3. Start with that, like, so look at Funky's animation right here. I'm gonna just show the grab jump right here. Thank you. Again, this is gonna allow me to make this jump much easier. Okay, you see that little, like, he's reaching out for some, not grabbing anything. I don't know what it does if it, like, repositions yourself. I'm actually gonna use it right up here, which will allow a jump that is not possible otherwise to be possible. Because like you couldn't make that with a regular double jump, even at max height. So pretty mundane little usage of it. Fan, do you want to talk a little bit about hummus glue?
Oh yeah, hummus glue. So like for some reason, Funky, well actually I know the reason, it makes perfect physics sense. Whenever you like just land on spikes, you don't take any damage using Funky. It's kind of like an easy mode type of thing. But unfortunately for speedrunning, it kills all your momentum. You're just like stuck in those spikes because like he's riding the surfboard to protect him from spikes. The spikes go through the surfboard and you can't really roll out of that. You kind of have to jump out of that.
Yeah, you can't roll unlike the other Kongs who can take damage and then roll through it.
Yeah, because they don't have a surfboard.
Right.
Get stuck in the spike.
The surfboard does protect you from spikes. That's just logic. That's why I keep a surfboard at home to protect me from spikes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot you're on this side. I was about to give the stink guy to Fant, like, what?
All right, so 1-1, 1-2, 1-3. So we get introduced to all the Kongs and all their abilities, and we really get to put all their abilities to use in 1-4, which is an auto scroller.
Yeah, it's so I mean the minecart levels obviously pretty synonymous with like classic Donkey Kong Country stuff. We're gonna get 5 auto scrollers throughout the course of this run. They're gonna be great time for donations. Little strat right here. I'm actually gonna go for a barrel skip and allow myself to just double up to this. Saves like a quarter of a second or something. There actually is, despite this being an auto scroller, if you just like go through the level normally, you're gonna lose probably 3 seconds to like a world record IL of this. So I'm gonna lose at least 2.9 of that because I don't know how to go fast in these levels. It's something where effectively you just wanna be jumping constantly. Jumping itself doesn't actually make you go faster, but like if you go down a slope and then start jumping out of it, you maintain some of that momentum. If you go up a slope, then you lose momentum. So I wanna go ahead and jump up them. So I want to avoid that. You're going to see this big slope I'm about to go down. It's very vertical, so I'm going to jump so I can just skip out. Try to get more horizontal movement instead of vertical movement, like, yee! And then you do that. Yeah, woo! It was like a 45-frame window. You're welcome. But with that,
Missed the end. How could
but
you?
with that, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know we were doing a 100% run. Did that incentive get met? That will also add an hour to the run. Are we cool with that? My bad. Okay, so with that, also this is money. So yeah, Edo, if you want to talk, I've just been rambling. Go for it.
You're fine.
Hey, real quick, by the way, before I let Edo talk, Edo, I know you've been trying to talk for a while, but you really need to calm down. Y'all should donate for Castlevania Symphony of the Night, blindfolded by Romscott. That's going on at like 6 o'clock or something later today. That's really, really cool that you can beat that game blindfolded. So donate to that. So with that, the level's pretty much over. So actually, yeah, donations are done. I already got a yellow card. What is I? Okay, Edo, read like 4 donations.
We actually had one donation, $25 from Matt and Steph, that actually said earlier, "Hey GDQx, the stream is broken right now, but we've been loving it. Now we're biting our nails, waiting for it to come back. This is our first time tuning in live, and it is totally worth missing a weekend of sleep. Thank you. Sorry you had to deal with the broken stream for a bit."
Yeah, really quick, we'll let you go.
We actually need to talk about this boss. Yeah, so
We're switching to the Kong family right here. It's Funky mode,
job,
not
Edo. I
Funky
love it.
only.
Yeah.
So this is like the first appearance of Cranky, the previous MVP of the Wii U version. And yep, so taking him into this fight, and for some reason on the Switch version, you can just like roll to the right, jump up, and then instantly hit Pompey. There's like, yeah.
You are not supposed to do that.
Something is broken with the pogo hitbox, and you can just hit that that seal from below for some reason.
Yeah, now Spike is going to try and hit this last fish at the top of its cycle. Do like another, there's a visual cue for that setup where you can just hit Pompey immediately. But he wants to lure this second fish into the middle so he can just roll straight to the right, pogo up, get a bounce, and then hit that fish right up top. Very well done.
Yeah, you have to clear all the enemies off screen before he will jump back up. So now I gotta wait for him to move into phase 2.
Yeah, as soon as Pompey closes it, why can't you make that, Spike? You missed it like,
Yeah, I've
you missed
been
like in
messing
every
up all
single
day.
practice run.
I'm gonna actually let him come over here to the side to like bait him over back over to the right.
Yeah, so here there's the 8 penguins that pop up. We're just gonna kill 7 of them, take damage on the 8th, and then that allows us to just like use those iframes to immediately get a hit on Pompey here.
All right, so I'm just gonna nudge my way into this dude. That'll let me phase through him. Okay, so now I'm waiting for him to jump in the background. Get those hits. You're just not supposed to hit him while he's chilling up over there. Saved like 30 seconds on this fight going to the Switch version. It's really nice.
And yeah, this.
Hey, we
Hey,
got one.
nice,
All right,
nice.
now I'm going to lure this bad boy over here. We're going for the early fat ass number 2. Where I'm going to try to hit him super high up on
And
the screen.
nice,
All
nice.
right. And then, we're just, all right. Well, that was cool. We're just going to let him do his attack. It's whatever. We just got the big boy. Oh, my God. So if he does this, you lose 45 minutes. All right, we're just going to let him go.
Look, he's
is our-
showing off now.
That's fine. All right, we didn't need Cranky after this. We're going to let him just drop all of his penguins down. If you miss that and he goes into those attack phases, you can't hit him. So
Yeah, and if you
that's
lose,
all right.
if you lose Cranky in the Wii U version, that's like really, really bad. But we're just
Yeah.
switching right back to Funky Kong after this.
Yeah,
so
it would have been
not
like
as bad.
45 minutes lost in that one. In the Wii U version there, I lost like, I mean, I couldn't do the last hit there. So he was showing off a little bit. I actually think you cannot hit him if he gives you that sort of pattern. So, I mean, it was my fault, so whatever, but. All right, moving on. So that's one of the only, we're going to see the DK family in that level and then all of World 4. So let me switching back over to our boy Funky Kong, if I can do menuing correctly.
And while Spike is trying to menu this, you can go ahead and read another one, Edo.
$50 from Canon that says, heck yeah, Tropical Freeze. That game was so fun.
Heck yeah, I agree. All right, so going into World 2 here, this is one of the, like, I feel like there's 2 points in the game where there's really a difficulty spike. And, and now we're going into World 2 where, like, there's just a lot more pits and stuff. Falling into any pits will cost me a lot of time, so I want to avoid that as much as I can. I've also got these windmills right here. I want to try to ride on the ones that push me to the right, just because they're going to push me to the right. Save a couple frames each time. Avoid the ones that are pushing me to the left. Gonna do a little double right here to avoid a second bounce.
Yeah, bouncing on things is actually kind of difficult because it's very easy to just lose all your momentum whenever you bounce off of an object like that.
All right, trying to get this good cycle right here. Okay. All right, I caught it. There's Hammer. Yeah, thank you. Bring it in. I want all of it. Staying positive here at GDQx. All right. Gonna try to chain these doubles, extend this one pretty far, do a quick one here to hit the penguin, and I want to set up for skipping out on a jump here. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to just take the hover right there. Well, it wasn't a hover. It wasn't a hover, don't boo. It was just a double instead. It was only slightly slower.
All right, coming up is a really like tightly timed roll into the barrel. Let's see if he can do it, and
Woo!
Yeah, well
you can go ahead and read another. Go ahead and just read a donation like on the load zones. So I'm gonna
No
test your timing
problem.
ability.
We have a $25.
I love you, Edo, by the way.
I'm doing fine. You're making me laugh too much.
All right, well, load zone's over.
Load's
so.
over.
All right, so just read one.
That's 2-2 is our first appearance of Rambi, isn't it?
Okay, that was not me that cut her off. I do want to hit that Soten donation. Yeah, Rambi sucks. So every time you have to start up a run with him, you lose like 1/10 of a second or so. So I'm going to try to chain my bops together as much as I can to avoid that. Just what's a donation? What does a donation look like? And now people are talking to her. We're never going to read a donation.
Symphony of the Night right now, blindfolded, is at 1,281, but we still need 15,000. So we still got a long ways to go, but hopefully you guys will be sending those donations towards that incentive.
Rob, here, I want to go ahead, instead of just mashing, I actually want to time these, save a few frames there. And then so one aspect of this game is that there's a lot of cool ways to conserve your momentum. I'm going to try to get it here. Pull up right there to make sure I don't slam my face into that meteorite and die. And then right here, I'm going to try to maintain a lot more momentum, aim for this guy, and then double from there. By the way, I just want to give a shout out to Funky Kong's thighs, that they are strong enough to lift it with a double jump, a rhinoceros.
Yeah, one thing about Rambi and really why he sucks, like I mentioned earlier that you lose a couple frames every time you start up a roll. But every time you start up a charge with Rambi, it's like way long. I don't know the exact number. It's just really, really slow.
It's more like 1/10 of a second, which in a game that's like this optimized, I want to give a shout to GDQx. He's the world champion of this game. He's got the heavyweight belt. This dude has the world record down to an admirable level to where like the second place person, if they play like a literal robot and match their son of best, they will beat him by 1 second. He has IL record in like half the levels in this game. Dude's a monster, so yeah, quick shouts to him. But anyways, going here into 2-3, this is the first global cycle level based on the music. And what that basically means is that all these platforms, everything that's like blowing in this level, it's all working from as soon as I enter the level. So if I make any mistakes, then I have to make adjustments for them accordingly going through the rest of the level. We're gonna go under here, and we're gonna try to neutral bop and then time this one. Didn't quite get it, so just go into the cubby hole. Thankfully, that double jump allows that to not be that too punishing. But I did make a mistake right there, so I'm going to have to make an adjustment as we go through. I have to watch out for these cycles right here, see what we get. Just going to wait for a second, let that. If it's not blowing you up in the air, then I would have ended up just rolling to a pit and dying, and that would not be cool at a GDQ. That we'll try to chain off this guy. Aw, man. Oh! We're gonna be right there. We're gonna be right there. The cycles were a little different right there. It is literally an excuse I just had. It's fine. It's fine. God, I have such a supportive crowd. It is very early. I just want everyone to keep that in mind. I will. Trust me, I will. Also, Steve, did we grab that? Yeah, okay, cool. I could not hear that. Yeah, put that one. We're going to put it all on that side? I'm about to say, give some love, dude. By the end of the run, we will not know what color shirt I'm wearing. All right, so now we go into Sawmill Thrill. This is always the level where I like to point out that David Wise came back and composed the soundtrack for Tropical Freeze after taking returns off. And every single track in this game, they slap. Absolute bangers. Other words that represent cool music that the kids use these days. Sawmill Thrill's are really cool, and I'll let you guys not have to listen to me talk. Listen to Edo. As she reads off some donations, you get to hear this banger of a track.
We have a $25 donation from Nick Fridge that says, things are pretty tight for me lately, but I still have to donate during one of my favorite runs being done by one of my favorite people. Good luck, have fun, Spike.
Yeah, much love, Nick. Thank you, bud.
And then a $25 donation from Wellosaur that says, enjoying Spike's run. Claps excitedly.
Thank you.
There you go. I have a $15 donation from Ifriti that says, Rom Scout. Blindfolded Symphony of the Night, take my money.
Also, shout outs to just how this level works, where you go from a minecart, you go into a machine, it somehow turns that metal minecart into a wooden, piece of driftwood or something that you get to ride in.
Yeah, then we get to go through another machine that turns us back. It's pretty great.
I was about to say, I don't know how things work to create that. This game's just in general got a lot of personality to it. You can also just see it when Funky's rolling on water and stuff. He does a different animation every time you skip off the water. So, shouts to Machine. It turns back into the metal minecart.
Now we're a minecart again. Sure.
Sure. Don't know how it works, but all right. Now we get to be chased by a giant metal blade as it's doing its thing. So I talked about how in minecart levels in general we want to jump up slopes. This is the Granny Hill. If you jump up this hill, then these platforms become close to frame perfect tricks to make sure you don't fall and die. So I'm gonna go up the Granny Hill and just be okay, we don't have to go that fast at this marathon. We're still an hour ahead of schedule or something. I don't know, Picross might have put us back behind, I don't know.
Well, the way you were playing Picross, yeah.
Hey!
Okay, now you can get
all right, we need a new couch member up here. Who wants to upgrade? Yo, where's that burrito at? Get it up here. I know the burrito. That's right. By the end of this game, there'll be no players left on the field. I kind of have 3 yellow cards. They're all right, next time, I'm going to get you. Red cards on the way.
So we mentioned we have 5 auto scrollers. This is kind of a half auto scroller. Wait, no, that's the next level.
Yeah, that's the next level. Yeah, that's all right. That's right. Boo! Yellow card. Get it out. No, yeah, this is a level where obviously we got a lot of gaps we're gonna be working with and everything. This used to be in the original mode, the first level where we would really utilize Dixie Kong, because while Cranky Kong, who is the best Kong in the original version, was really good, he can cane bounce off of everything except for bottomless pits. He wasn't that OP. So we actually needed him, or we needed Dixie in order to deal with that. I'm gonna go for a super bounce right here where I'm gonna time my bounce to where I actually maintain the momentum right there off of that roll. I'm going to try to extend this as far as I can. So I can extend myself to the end platform and up here to the last part. And then chain off of these enemies coming up right here in order to avoid as much like slow bouncing as I can. All right, so we chained off of it. Now just one little neutral bop right there, or neutral bounce. Let me go in. All right, so with that, up to 16 lives, good. We're gonna need those. I already won death in the run. And now...
Yeah, now 2-6. Yeah, this
now,
is...
okay, Fant, this is your time, my dude.
So in addition to having just like an amazing track, this is one of my favorite tracks from World 2 and like
This
the whole
one's
game.
really
Is,
good.
yeah, it's really good. But yeah, it's like a pseudo auto scroller. There's like a couple bits where you can actually like speed things up, but most of the level you're going to be riding on these vines. And I guess for a while we thought we could speed them up, but it was just a lie, right?
Yeah, we were trying to convince ourselves that like if we land right on the fronts of these vines, that it like pushes you forward like a pixel or something. DKS, who's in addition to being the world champion, the only not stupid person in our community currently, please join our community so it ups the IQ. He was like, you guys are idiots. No, that's not how it works. So, yeah. Other than that, we just have these little in-between sections. Try to speed them up as much as we can. And other than that, yeah, so it's pretty pseudo auto-scroller. So if you want to, Edo, you can read off some more donations right here. Again, try to get that Soten blindfolded in, guys.
We have a $25 donation from Lettle526 that says, hey, Edo, you can go ahead and read his donation, but have you heard Spike talk about that one trick he just did in that game? Much love. Keep up the great games and marathon. See what you do,
You know
Spike.
I love you, right? Like, we're cool, right?
I love you too, Spike. We have a $5 donation from Ragged that says, you can see the jagged edge on his shorts. They're totally cut offs.
I looked at my pants and I went, what? I always just read a comment where a dude was just straight throwing shade at me.
Spike, you didn't tell us there was a jorts dress code for this round. I came unprepared, man.
AGDQ. Also, shouts to my roommate, Jay Hobbs, who likes to avoid as many bananas as he can in this phase.
We're going to use some like momentum preservation here. You can just like start rolling really fast into that barrel. Very nice.
Yeah, little jump there to extend ourselves so we don't run out of it at the end. And here we mainly just want to utilize as many short hops as we can to do this, to get through this climb as fast as we can. Double for this idiot, then bounce off this, skip the last trampoline, like I just did right there. I totally did. Oops. And then get to the last barrel. But now we actually get to go into, I think, one of the most interesting bosses in the run. Scowl is, I think, one of the best platforming bosses of all time. And he looks like if Sephiroth and an owl had a baby, this is what would pop out.
Yeah, because the music, you know, a lot of people have commented on it. It hasn't just been like one person like, hey, this kind of sounds like that one track from Final Fantasy VII at parts.
Oh, I actually never even listened to the music for that sort of thing. But yeah, so the hardest thing about Scowl is he's one of the most punishing bosses in the game. He's going to give you 3 eggs in each phase, and if I don't hit him with all 3 of those, I'm going to lose like 30 seconds. So I want to avoid that as much as I can. I'm also going to use my signature little platform on the side right here to take a safety. Tropical Freeze Community is at home right now, asleep. But if they were awake, they would judge me for using that platform. So we hit all 3 of them right there. If I missed any of those, I would have lost 30 seconds. Would not have been good. And now for the hardest to execute phase. This one will cost me 15 to 20 seconds if I mess up. I need to let all 3 of the boppable eggs get on screen at once. I'm going to pick up one. Now I'm going to let the other 2 come on screen. So I need to bop this one, let it sit there. It'll go away pretty soon. Throw this bad boy, pick him up, boost it, throw it, pick it up. I'm going to actually just wait a second and then throw it, because I can tell my timer's a little bit off. But we didn't lose any time there, so that was good. You can clap for that. Thank you.
And our final phase.
I just processed that was Kirby Master, by the way.
Yeah, so the final phase, if like any of these shots are missed, it costs like 48 seconds, 50 seconds. It's really bad.
Yeah, so
Don't do it, Spike.
really don't want to mess it up. Do you also want to talk about the RNG in this game and how it's kind of transitioned over the years?
Yeah, so like initially all these bosses had a lot of RNG to it, but for some reason, when porting the game to the Switch, they decided, hey, no, let's just remove the RNG, basically. You, as long as you do the same things for every boss, everything will show up in the same spot, have the same pattern, so it's just now consistent, as long as you don't mess up. But as soon as you mess up, if you mess up in the same way every time, they'll be the same. But
Yeah,
all bets are off. Yeah.
So basically, yeah. So right now there's 3 different patterns he could have given me in the Wii U version for how he drops down. But I know he's giving me the center pattern. He's going to land right in the middle. And I'm just going to wait a second here to let him come on screen and then throw and get rid of him. So good stuff there. Yeah, we didn't lose a year on Scowl. So yeah, had to take it a little bit safe on that second phase right there. I could tell I wasn't fast enough. He does a little lift up of his legs, and if I had thrown it immediately, it would have just slipped right under him. He would have just farted on the egg, and he wouldn't got hit by it. But instead, I let him like move a little bit to the right, and he got hit by it. So that's backup fart strats. Moving here into World 3, this is the Lion King level.
Yep.
It's based off of another set of global cycles based on the music. Enjoy the music. You can read some donations if you want, Edo.
All right. We have a $10 donation from Battered Mage that says, "Greetings from the second row. Glad I made it inside for most of your run. Good luck, have fun, but try not to die again, Spike."
My bad.
$10 donation from Thunderholt that just says, "Good luck, have fun." Got an anonymous $25 donation. "First time getting to watch Spike perform a run live at GDQ. Even better is that I was already playing Picross on my Switch while watching. This donation goes to blindfolded Picross." Oh, that's not an incentive. Then I'll put this towards the other blindfolded run instead.
Keep working at your Picross S2 skills. You could be at the next GDQ as you set up for Tropical Freeze. So that cycle right there, that puppet, that was why even with like all the messing around and everything I was doing in the stage right there, it didn't matter. As long as I make that cycle, I'm not actually losing time. And it's the same here with this last cycle, with all these like bobbing trees and everything with this these bobbing snakes right here. I am going to be going for a very difficult strat at the end where I jump into the barrel. Saves like 2.5 seconds, so it's not a big deal if I missed it, but I'd like to get it. I'm going to try to get on top of this snake right here. And then far right. Oh my God, I got it. All right, we died earlier and lost 20 seconds, but I saved 2.5 ones on that. It was sub-frame perfect. Sub-pixel perfect. Hey, sub-pixel is actually a thing. It's just stupid. I'm actually kind of shocked I got that. I think I hit that like once out of 45 times out over there.
I think it was 47.
Dang. I didn't know you were writing it down. I'm just like preparing myself. I'm like playing the level right now. I just want you to know.
Read the note.
You want to put another one on me? Oh, God.
I mean, that one was for like that hover that he almost fell into the pit. So,
Yeah, I was about to... All right. That's right. So this owl cycle is like completely off now. All right, we still adjusted to it. Everyone's going to judge me for that level. You should. But I was also getting like 14 yellow cards. How many are on the back couch by now?
Let's see. I
2.
got 2. No, Ivan has 1.
Oh, all right.
Ivan has
We have
1.
3 back here now.
All right, so I got like 6 on me, so.
We're going to have all the Post-it notes by the end of this run.
Does the burrito have a yellow card by now?
Okay, so we have 3 on back couch, and you've got 4 yellows and a yellow that says red ?
Oh, wait. Oh, I have something? Oh, red question. I get it.
Yeah.
That's my kind of humor.
I'm sorry, but this is the most interesting host shift I've ever had in all of GDQ.
I know, every time I kick it over to you, there's like this. Every time.
Hey, we got a load zone coming up, Edo. Go. Oh,
Okay,
wait,
so
where did she
this
go?
is not actually Edo, but we have an official ruling here of what happens with the Post-it notes. If you are in fact covered with the Post-it notes, it goes to the person sitting directly to your left to play a game.
Wait, what?
What?
Look directly to your left and realize what's happening.
Hey, what's up? Oh, I'm doing good. Just kind of messed up the stage right now. Yep. Rolling through some tornadoes. I got some jorts on in this game. What are you
They're not jorts,
practicing
no.
for? Oh, Timefall 2. Oh, you're right after me. That's cool. Is that a good run? Oh, that's awesome. Should I not go to lunch and watch it instead? It's like an hour 33, right? Oh. See, I was going off of your estimates, so I assumed that was, like, accurate. 3 minutes. Oh, okay, that's cool. What's your name, man? Okay, it's Bryonato. He'll be coming up right after this, and we have like 4 yellow cards coming my way. I talked to him. You asked me to talk to him. You can do it. I'm just slapping Randy's
Talk,
butt
not
right
criticize, Spike.
No, this is a stage that was really cool in the Wii U version because of a strat that unfortunately is now like a couple of seconds slower, I think, because Funky is just
Funky
faster.
just can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Funky can't do it, but by the time you switch Kongs in order to like utilize how awesome Cranky is, it's like, yeah.
But
not
yeah,
gonna happen.
it has something to do with like momentum boosting Cranky's pogos off the whirlwinds.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
You go so fast, but just Funky not as fast.
Yeah.
Also, this bonus barrel right here. All right, well, we already passed it.
Oh, yeah,
Right
the
now.
bonus barrel back there. You want to avoid that. That is actually a year you lose on it. So.
It's one of the bonus barrels that just like sets you back further into the level.
All right. So now we go into another absolute banger. I hope you do great on your Titanfall 2 run, by the way. Yeah. Oh, I know it's it'll turn around at some point. Yeah. I mean, I jumped into the barrel then. So this is Scorching Torch, another absolute. This one slaps. If you're at home, start slapping. Yeah, there's not a lot going on in the level until the very end. There is someone who is howling in the audience, and I love it. I appreciate you specifically. Sounds like a real Brosentia in the crowd. Brosentia's not here, right? That sounds like Brosentia, doesn't it? Yeah, so this level, it's a lot of cool. They want us to like use these water fruit to like slap them into some fire. Speaking of slappers, so we can actually ride on these vines. There's actually a pretty specific strat I'm gonna be going for at the end where I skip over a vine. And I'm actually gonna go for a little minor consistency strat. Duck under these guys, chain off the bunnies, and I'm just gonna jump into these flames to set me up. And I'm gonna try to grab jump my way.
Nice.
All right, nice. Okay, if you grab, so that might look like super mundane, but if I'm a little slow right there, if I press grab at the wrong time, you lose all momentum. If I grab the vine at the wrong spot, you just take damage and you fall and you die. Dying's not cool. I get booed when that happens, so I want to avoid it.
You also get another yellow card. Looks like you're running out of room though.
Well, you're running church ragged, dude. This is his workout for the day.
I don't even know what you did, but I was told the yellow card.
Bam! All right. Can you start coming up like my midsection? I haven't been working out for a while. Okay.
But you lost one. It's on your controller. Get rid of it.
Whoa, what's up? All right, so this is the third of the 5 auto scrollers. So these are the rocket barrel levels. A lot of people have a lot of troubles with these levels. It's a one-button control scheme where if you hold A, I actually hold B, preference, you go up in the air. If I let go of it, then I will dip down. Whee! So that's all there is to this. You have 3 hearts on funky mode. I'm gonna grab this heart right here. I'm not going to hold B until the level's over. So Edo, if you want to read donations, go for it.
No problem. We have a $10 donation from Steph7 that says blindfold hype.
Yeah.
We have a $15 donation from Matt540 that says thank you all for coming together again for the greater good. Much love. Then $25 from Polsky Baron that says finally catching you playing at GDQ. Seeing you practice these jumps and nailing them down feels great. Keep up the hilarious run, and let's see this blindfolded Castlevania run. Which right now we're at 1,726, so we still got a bit of a ways to go if you guys want to get Symphony of the Night blindfolded to happen.
Already up $500 from when we first brought it up at the beginning of this run. I want to see that get higher and higher as we go, guys. That's going to be one of the best runs of the entire marathon, but you want to see it blindfolded.
Yes, that secret exit there, not only does it allow you to take like the faster route through this entire world, it also lets you end that level like halfway through.
Yeah, you end up getting to not have to hold A for another like 45 seconds.
I think that's like, what, like 3 A presses for that entire level?
Ish, yeah, probably about. I gotta go down and get that heart, or I would die before we got to the end. So this is Bramble Scramble. You will not be hearing the Bramble Scramble remix. They didn't put that song into this level. A little weird, but whatever. So this level's really, really cool. The whole level is forming in front of me, so I have to have specific visual cues based off of stuff that are not the enemies and whatnot.
Yeah, it absolutely looks terrifying.
Super bounce right here, maintaining all that momentum. Now I want to get to these leaves, and then I'm going to neutral bop off this piranha plant up here.
Avoiding all of the hummus there. Very, very dangerous hummus section.
Bounce off this dude. I'm going to try to get up over this tuck right here, or this penguin. I actually don't think those are tucks. I forget. I don't know. I forgot the lore of what's called what. I'm going to chain all my way. And since we have the damage juice, we're going to take advantage of it right here. We're just going to blast all the way through. High skill level. I get through. All right, so that was a good Bramble Scramble. That was good. I was happy about that.
That level is always so impressive to see speedrun.
Yeah, it's probably up there in like my top 10 levels that I like to just personally run. And now we're done with World 3. We're going into the boss of it, Triple Trouble. So what's unique about this boss, we got 3 different enemies we have to take on, these 3 different baboons. And each of them have 3 health. Once I reduce one of their health to 0, that one will die off, and the other 2 will go back up to 3. So you would think I would want to go ahead and just focus on one of them. I'm actually going to hit other ones at different times to manipulate the phases that they go into and the attacks they gave me to go into the other phases quickly. So we're gonna bop off these guys. Wedge myself in the corner here. I don't know how you don't take damage there. And I want to manipulate this guy's movement right here. He turned around, so you have to do an extra attack right there. Lost about 4 seconds. Not a big deal, but still. Just because it caused him because I didn't kill the first guy quick enough based on just my positioning down here. It's a little precise to get the left one to not come down before that. So you can see now they're back up to fully dark fur. And they're both chilling at 3 health. Another little bit of RNG. I actually won't talk about that. Right here, I want to get this guy off screen as fast as I can because he's the one I'm trying to kill. But then wait to kill this guy to manipulate this one to come down to reduce him to 0 health to make this guy the last baboon and move into phase 3, where now he gets to chill with his 2 ghost buddies. I'm going to be setting up here for some of the most important strats in the run, of course.
Yep, indeed.
Try to, again, manipulate where these bombs are going to go so they are out of my way. And Kobe. Just try to grab that right out of there. There's really cool strats all over this run where you can utilize grabbing at different times. You can break open barrels instantly, not lose any momentum, and grab a bomb or something out of the air and throw it. Yeah, there's just really cool grab strats. They have just really nice flow in this game overall. That's why it's one of my favorite games to run. And with that, he's going to amp it up. He's going to throw a lot of bombs out there. He's just going to clear the whole field of it. So I'm just going to utilize the damage boost right up here. Just going to jump in, take it. And for the most important strat, Phil. Aw, man. It's fine. Phil Mickelson. All right, good.
Doesn't even count.
Oh, I hit the button. I'm going to hit this guy for that. Max combo. Let's go.
Yeah.
I just keep wanting to play Picross. I was going, how did I hit the home button? It's so far away from where my fingers would be at that moment. How did I hit the home button? All right, so we mentioned that you can swap in Funky mode from Funky Kong to the DK family. This entirety of World 4, you see it's a water level, or a water world. That is the primary reason we're going to be playing as the Donkey Kong family throughout this. Funky Kong, again, he's easy mode. If he goes underwater, he actually has an adorable little snorkel where he has no air meter. He can just infinitely live down there. But he's actually very slow underwater. Whereas our boy Diddy, he actually can, he gives you a jetpack that will let you save a bunch of time in these water levels. But, Fan, do you want to talk a little bit about just barrel cycles in this game?
Yeah, this is really the first time we're seeing it, but after the first world, most of the levels will cycle between all 3 Kong buddies that you can get on a global timer. So it's as you enter, there's a timer where you have to hit certain sections in order to grab that barrel when it's already on the right Kong that you want. So it's really important to have clean movement between those barrels to make sure you're right there when the Kong that you need is active. And it's really punishing in underwater levels because above land or on land, it's on a 1 second timer rotation. But underwater, it's twice that to 2 seconds, I think. So.
We were able to slip under that guy. You got to get right on the floor to be able to do it. And I'm going to take another damage boost right here. I'm trying to make this Dixie cycle right here.
Oh!
That was, woo! All right, that was close. I just want everyone to know that. Because while Diddy is fastest, Dixie actually has her awesome hair twirl right here that allows you to move against these currents. I don't know what the canon of that is. She has literal magical hair. But yeah, now we're going to use that a little more to work against this and then stop once I know it's about to stop so I can go back into this corkscrew animation, which is the fastest she can move underwater.
And this is also like the hardest to find bonus, at least it was for me. This thing was impossible. I was like, where is this bonus hiding? Oh yeah, you have to go backwards through the level and through this little current here, and yeah.
This is another instance, so this is the most important secret exit in the game, I guess in combination with the next level, because what ends up happening is you go through this secret path here, which cuts off the rest of that level, and then you go to 2 other levels where the next one's very short. It's like a 1 minute level, as opposed to doing the 3 levels on that left side, 4-2, 4-3, 4-4, which while being awesome levels casually, those are all like close to 2 minute levels, if not more than 2 minutes. So we end up saving like 4 minutes by going up this right path. I love this level right here. I'm molting yellow cards. This is a really cool level because I'm actually going to use all 3 Kongs. Need to go for a little micro jump right here to get under that guy. Ooh, all right. So I'm going to hover. No, we're going to wait. Just wait. Because that cycle's set up to where you're not going to make it. So the cycles are instantly messed up. Oh, did we fix it? Sick. Okay.
We'll find out on Cranky.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have it messed up on Cranky. I didn't give a big enough hop to get over that second shark, so we're gonna have to wait without a doubt on Cranky right here. But yeah, if it flows perfectly, then you actually never wait in this level. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait.
This is also where we get to really see, you know, the power of like the Scrooge McDuck game here. Just like pogo over enemies and keep your momentum. And it allows us to do this really nice setup to reach the secret exit that we're going to do in this level.
Yeah, so if I took the normal exit at the end of this level, then I would actually just go to the regular set of levels. I would just go back to 4-2, and I would have just added a level. This will actually allow me to go to 4B. So going to go for the setup here. Let's see if we can nail it.
All right, banana strats. There it is. Pogo, 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 and very nice.
That's for like really nice flow right there. Every time I go to like move my shirt or anything, I take another yellow card off.
Hey, Sent, do you have any yellow cards over there?
No, I've got nothing over here.
Can you take some of the hand-me-downs?
Oh, yeah,
on the
sure,
ground, yeah.
sure. You know what? I'm going to scavenge for yellow cards.
Keep them all up high.
Oh, look at Church
That's
is
where I
giving you a
figured.
new one. A nice
Oh,
fresh one.
thank you, Church. I appreciate it. Now I have
Thank
my
you, Church.
very own yellow card.
So going here into Shoal Atoll, if you guys are familiar with the last time we ran this at a GDQ, it was on the Wii U version where there was like this super sick out of bounds clip we could do by going into 2-player mode. That actually got patched out in the Switch version. It's like the only thing that got worse about going to running this in Switch. And this is actually like a pretty lengthy level. It's definitely a hard level to optimize because there's a lot of just like specific angling of my different jetpacks and everything I'll be doing with Diddy.
Yeah, it's not too dissimilar from the water levels in like the original Donkey Kong Country series, where just like optimizing that movement is really, really difficult to do.
Yeah, it seems like it's always the take in different DKC games. The water levels are always the hardest because it's not just move right and make sure you hit your jumps and everything. But with that, we've actually got a solid minute here where Edo, read off any donations you would like.
Any donations?
Any of them. You get to pick. You literally get to pick them.
Okay. We have a $30 donation from Grumpy Tiger that says $1 for every yellow card Spike has, and is probably
get him
going
on
to
my body.
get
Let's go.
by the
Let's
end
meet
of
that
this
incentive.
run. We have a $10 donation from Jay Norrington that says, loving the beard, loving the curly half fro. Spike is a beast and freaking hilarious.
The half fro? It's
Yeah.
a very full fro. I just want everyone to know
That's
that.
what I said. It's a pretty full fro.
There's apparently someone with an omega fro in the background yelling at me.
Miria donates $50 that says, meow, Spike, you're hilarious. Putting us towards blindfolded Castlevania.
Nice. Awesome to hear that, guys. Thank you.
And as of right now, we're at 1,900 for the blindfolded, so we still got a ways to go. But slowly, we're crawling, we're getting there. So keep sending in those donations for those incentives.
Yeah, this start is really scary. Oh, it's gonna. Oh no, lost interest.
He just loses interest right before he gets. I'ma eat ya. I'ma get ya.
Look, never mind. The union says I can't go that far. I'm just gonna go home, I guess.
I guess it was a choice in the game. All right, so C-stack attack. This is probably for me. Every time I move, it falls off. This is, I think, one of the 3 hardest levels in the entire run, C-stack attack. I'm going to start as Diddy and try to grab this bomb while I kill this penguin right here, and then throw it and blow it up on another penguin to blow up the corresponding wall. So. Okay, nice. Was able to nail that. And then off of this, I'm going to be swapping over to Cranky right here, which if we're on cycle. All right. Utilize him to pogo over this wall. This is the only, like, auto-scrollery bit. By jumping up in the air, I actually start the fuse of these watermelon bombs early. I'm going to try to do the same thing here to actually, like, use it to blow up this wall. All right, taking a hit there. I can recover off of that. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay. Let's see if this works or not. Nah, unfortunately. I tried to keep that. Yeah, you can boo for that.
Is Church over there? We need another card.
Do we want to? All right. So now I have to do solo DK strats. Yeah, I let this guy get a little too close to me. So this is where you get to see powered down Donkey. He can't do as much. Now we're going to try to snap this. Okay. That should put me right in the barrel. I'm going to try to grab Diddy up here at the end.
Yeah, we need Diddy mainly for the next level, but getting him here. Oh, all right.
I had 1 health. I didn't notice that.
Church, get back up here.
All the damage boosts chain together at that point.
No, you can like pull up a chair and just like stay here.
All right, and then I'm going to try to go for a crate skip here at the end. We'll try to hit one thing this level or not. Okay,
right.
we skipped over having to slap through the crates at the end by hovering down. If I hover a little too late, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna lose too much height and fall in a pit. If I hover too early, I'm gonna scrape up against the wall, and then I won't have the angle proper to get there, and I'll die again. I'll die doubly. So, yeah, a little unfortunate C-stack attack was that rough. So probably, like I said, one of the 3 hardest levels in the run, so a little disappointed to miss all that, but understandable at the same time. All right, going here. This is the last regular level of World 4, current capes, and it's a lot of swimming. My movement and swimming all the way throughout has to be really good, so I can actually catch refills off the cycles, off the Diddy Barrel cycles, and get health refills. So I'm going to be taking a damage boost here because waiting for all those to go by. No bueno. I need really good corkscrew movement here. Just barely catching that middle one.
Yeah, I haven't really mentioned it too much, but yeah, we get an extra heart for each Kong playing in funky mode. And usually we don't utilize that for like damage boost in most of the levels, but there's a couple where we do, and this is one of them.
So let that blow up. So that was the big one I wanted to get. I'll definitely off of that miss the miss a later one, depending on how this damage boosting goes. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to do a damage-less strat near the end. If I do lose Diddy, not a big deal. It's only like a few seconds, but yeah, definitely right now I'm not gonna be on cycle for the second Diddy Barrel because I accidentally picked up the Diddy Barrel there instead of breaking it properly.
Also, this is the last time we're gonna see Diddy during the run, so.
Yeah, this is unfortunately his last run. Hopefully it won't end with him dying. Yes, they definitely. Yeah, see you, Diddy cycle. So normally we would just damage boost through all this stuff, but instead.
Oh, okay, there you go.
I almost, yeah, I had to angle that differently.
Goodbye
I know,
forever,
I love
Diddy.
him too.
Hey, now we can mention, you know, the Donkey Kong swimming strats.
Yeah,
we didn't really
so
see this too much.
you want to switch back and forth between the breaststroke and the corkscrew right there because they refund each other. So it's only a couple seconds because it's right here off the end. You save a handful of time every time you, I got specific, a handful of time, whatever that is, frame seconds, I don't know, every time you do a jetpack. So it's not terribly punishing. I tried to angle above that tentacle right near the end. But anyways, bye. And now going into the boss, we got Fugu. So normally, casually, Fugu is like a 2.5-minute boss where you gotta wait for him to spit out little enemies and you knock it back at him. Instead, I'm gonna utilize Cranky right here, get behind him and just smack him in the butt with his cane, and hopefully just defeat him very quickly. Optimizing this fight is disgustingly difficult because it's actually really specific where I want to knock him back towards. So I'm gonna focus right here.
Oh, you got a heart.
No. So I need to get that. So if I don't get that, I would have got screwed over on hearts because it would have just chilled in the wall right there.
Yeah, no, we talked earlier about like all the RNG being removed from the bosses, but this is one where like the RNG still makes a difference because you're hoping that you get heart dropped and keep Cranky, and we kind of just got screwed there.
Yeah, the heart shooting into the wall is like a pretty rare thing that sucks when it happens because I had to go get it, otherwise he never would have given me a heart again. And now I'm just gonna utilize damage boost as a backup for it, where I need to make sure I specifically take damage from him, or otherwise I'll take damage on the wall and it will mess up my positioning. So still beat that boss like a minute and 45 seconds faster than you're supposed to. Yeah, sure. That was just honestly pretty bad luck that he knocked the heart where it was, so. But with that, we're done with World 4. That is actually it for the Donkey Kong family. And now we'll be transitioning back over to our Jorts boy himself, Funky Kong, playing as him the rest of the way. So yeah, I do my last little bit of menuing. While I do play RPGs, I'm somehow terrible at menuing. That one was okay.
It was better than the first one. So.
God,
good job, Spike.
that was awful. I don't know what I was doing. I think someone else was holding the controller. I just want to give a shout out to Ivan sitting right behind me, just so you guys know he's the one sitting right behind me. I know it's been like mystery flavor behind me the whole time. But yeah, Harvest House, I actually just skipped this cutscene like very quickly, otherwise I'm gonna fall. Because those platforms are already moving and there would just be a gap instead there and I would die and it would be funny. All right, sure to throw in the double right there. Skip over all these platforms that are moving to the left side. And I'm going for the Omega King thing right here. I forgot why we called it that, but that's what it's called. Where I'm gonna try to get a nice chain bounce off everything. If I mess it up, I will die. So booze incoming possibly. All right, nice. So I need to wait for a very specific cue in the background of when I jump and go into my immediate double there. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up getting destroyed by not quite getting on top of that second spike ball that I'm neutraling off of. And then I'm gonna try to do a grab jump here into a double. We'll just utilize the dude. Optimally, I would have actually gotten behind that Archie right there, that last enemy, and then rolled and skipped over utilizing any of those barrels to get to the final barrel. You kind of roll up and under it, but my spacing was a little offense. Unfortunately, got a neutral bop. It's something we've kind of glossed over throughout the run, but there's a lot of specifics in this game. It's not just like run and jump. There's a lot of that, but there's so much like based on the sensitivity of how hard you press A and B or how long you hold it for. Do you get a full jump? Do you get like a half jump, a little baby jump? Do you neutral off of it? Don't even press the button. And all of those are specific to actually getting the platforming you want.
Yeah, I just want to comment, there's now more yellow cards on the floor than
on my
Spike.
body.
Yeah.
Donate $1 for every yellow card on the floor. By my count, there's like 400. So donate that. We'll be at our Soten incentive before you know it. This is the only other time we're going to see this dynamic camera angle, the over-shoulder stuff.
Yeah, but this, just another auto-scroller. So.
Another auto-scroller, so if you got any donations, we'd love to hear them.
All right, we have a $10 donation from Phyllis Brewski, who says a small donation to get the donation ticker above 25,000, which we have. We're actually going to be hitting 26,000. Looking forward to Tropical Freeze. Thank you. And congrats on third GDQ event for 2018, Rail Mom. Thank you, Rail Mom.
Aw. I'm going to throw this out there. Is that Railcoon's mother?
Yes.
Aw, I knew it. Hey, you're back there?
We
Everyone
have-
just like just get hyped. Just start clapping for something. All right. 5-pound burritos for everyone after the game. Sorry. After Titanfall 2, we're all going to stay and watch that. My bad. Yeah. Also, this world's just like super unique. It's like we're going through like a big old juice factory. And the rest of the worlds are like, okay, yeah, there's like a Lion King world. It's like a water world. Oh my, Atlanta.
Yeah, this is really like the first time where
I feel like I can't move or that will all leave. There are many donation dollars reliant on me not dropping this right now.
yeah, it's like the first time we really see the plan of the main villain of this series, or this game specifically. It's like, you know, King K really wanted bananas for reasons, but this guy wanted juice, and he wanted a lot of juice. And we'll find out at the end of this world what he's going to use that juice for.
What we're building towards.
Yeah. So stay tuned.
Oh, I'm actually not going to beat this level immediately. We're just going to wait a second. My time's terrible anyways. All right, so we got the dude in the background. He's flying. Unfortunately, this is a sad story.
Spike, you monster. That poor penguin.
If you finished the level earlier, he would have been okay.
He would have been fine.
You could have saved him, Spike.
He would have rode on my back the rest of the adventure. I never knew that until someone pointed that out to me, someone in chat. I was very disturbed in that moment. So sorry if I ruined everyone's morning. I know that dude was adorable. Fruity Factory, another one of my favorite tracks in the game, and I really like playing this level as well. So, again, just got a lot of cycles and stuff I'm going to be working off of. I'm going to be missing that. That's okay. Just didn't put out my grab button yet. Utilize the double to skip this platform. Wait, go to avoid hitting that blade. Chain this all the way to this dude. Let's flip under the hot hoots. Intentional damage boost there. I'm not making that up. That was intentional. You ever get when you're watching speedrunners at GDQs, every time they go, that was intentional, you're just at home like, liar. I heard you like fell through a floor earlier. Is that the first time that's happened? No, we're having this conversation right now. I know you're back there like, oh, he's being funny. No, I am hilarious, but keep talking to me. Also, I like how I was like, this track's great. I'm going to talk the whole time. Gonna utilize that last piece of fruit right there just so we can skip over the rest of it.
Yeah, this is where the game taunts you that you think you're at the end of the level, but now you're like in the juicer. Have to make your way out.
Yeah, it's pretty much just an auto scroller here.
You know what
with
that
a
means,
little
Edo?
bit of a time save. Yeah. Sure, go for it.
You have a $100 donation from Samantha174 that says, I was going to donate $1 for each yellow card Spike's racked up, but I've lost count.
I thought you were about to be like, but my bank account can't afford it.
Instead, here's $100 towards the Castlevania incentive.
That's a better place to put it. Thank you. Yeah, keep those donations coming in, guys. What have we cracked that 2K mark yet?
Yes, we're at 2,125.
All right, that's already like $900 during the course of this run, guys. Let's get him in. You want to see Rom Scout beat that game blindfolded. He sunk like 45 years of his life into that game. You want to see it all on display right now. Right here, I'm actually going to utilize this barrel, a little bit of a health refill, but also just to get rid of this guy. I also screwed it up, but that's cool. That dude farts and you bounce off of him. It's literally just gas coming from these dudes. All right, and right here, I'm going to try to maintain enough momentum. All right, you can skip having to grab that vine if you maintain enough momentum off the corkscrew, another farting bird. All right, this is where, like, I'm awful at this strat. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to grab this bomb out of the air. If you're good, I don't know why I can't do it. You can just, like, grab jump out of the air. They laugh no matter what back there. I feel like I could say literally anything and that person's gonna laugh. The number 4. Hey, now that one wasn't genuine. I'll have you know I love the number 4. All right. So this is, oh, hey, we actually get to swim a little bit. All right, so look at Funky Kong's face. He's got an adorable snorkel on.
I don't think that's how snorkels work.
What, just having infinite health?
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, you've never been snorkeling, fan.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
scuba diving. All right, we got a hard climb right here. See if we can beat this cycle. We need to utilize all sorts of grab jumps to skip all these platforms. Farting bird off the spikes. Oh, this is fine. We took a little bit of damage, but all right, we didn't die there. We didn't fall in the massive pit. And now we're going to utilize his corkscrew to move against the currents right there and take one final secret exit. That secret exit technically slows down the end of that level very slightly, but instead, but instead I get to go to like a 20-ish more faster, 20-second faster level. I couldn't think of how to say that. Over here in Jammin' Jams. And this is the last level we're going to be working off of those global cycles based on the music. So you'll see me kind of mess around a little bit here so that I set myself up to not accidentally get hit by some crushers and take damage in places I don't want to. So with that, there's not a lot else going on in this level. So Edo, if you got some more donations, you want to go ahead and read them?
Yeah, we actually have a $15 donation from Ivan's Shoulders. That says, just want to say a shout out to all my fans. I hope you're enjoying me being the star of this run.
They're so powerful. So yeah, again, gotta wait right here. So I'm just gonna slap these dudes off and their existence. Move up here. So this is the big cycle I have to work off of right here, is trying to hit this button right as it pops up. That should be fast enough to where I'm not gonna get hit by these blades as they pop up. Okay, so beat those out. And then it also sets up this fall right here that all the stuff's gonna be up against the wall. Hey, what's up? And I'm gonna try to optimize this stuff. Ooh, I almost came up short there. And then I'm gonna try to damage boost through here. I was a little slow right there, so this might be all for naught, but just jump up into this and then weave my way through there. Had a little bit of a bonk, so that might put this boot in a different position. Okay, we actually still got it, so that's cool. All right, good level. Yeah, I was a little slower there. For a while, we couldn't beat out that last Crusher cycle, but then we found if we take some damage boost and we're really fast in the teetering platform section, we actually can just force some damage and then slip our way through. This is another one of my favorite levels in the game, so I'm probably about to screw it up. But this is the first place where we get the freeze part of the Tropical Freeze run.
You stole my line, Spike. I was going to say that.
Oh, you were going to say that?
I was going to say that.
Dude, I say it all the time. You're going to steal off me, dude. Just admit it.
No, I've never heard you say that before. But this is where we get to see the end of the production line. So yeah, we're taking all that juice. You don't see it yet, but we're going to be making something very delicious.
So right here,
right there, popsicles, yes.
Oh.
We're making those. That's the entire goal of the villains, is to make popsicles and sell them.
You'll see us, unfortunately. I guess you won't see it because I'm going to skip the cutscene. It would take too long to learn the lore of it. But yeah, off these ice physics right here, for whatever reason, if you go into a crouch animation and then come out and go into a roll, you actually gain a ton of speed. So then I'm going to try to get one more right here. Whoop! All right, good stuff right there. And then we're going to go for a little setup right off here. Neutral bop off this guy to the 4th platform. Don't get crushed right there. It sucks. Good level right there. All right. I didn't mess up a level I like. Cool. I've had some other levels that were cool. Yeah. All right. I want to challenge you guys to donate as much as you can. Because there are 6 bosses in this game. 5 of them are really cool. There's really cool strats all over the place. This is the longest level in the game. It's over 3 minutes long, and there's like 2 ways to speed it up. I will be fighting the Coca-Cola bear, though. So that's cool. He's got one of those popsicles right there. We're going to fall in there, and that will unfortunately knock his popsicle into the water, and it gets eaten by piranhas, so he's ticked off at us, and now we have to fight him. Every time he falls in the water, though, his fur gradually gets a little more purple because of all the I don't know, the purple Kool-Aid or whatever's in the ground. The only other thing I can say commentary-wise about this is that the iceberg rotates in this level. So if you look at the background, we're slowly rotating around. So while your mind is being blown right now, Edo, you can go ahead and read some donations.
We have an anonymous $20 donation that says, I've spit my coffee out at least 3 times during this tropical freeze run.
Bring it in the comedy, all right.
Spike, you are a national treasure. $20 for Symphony of the Night. Go, go, go. And then $25 from Inspiring Badger Cosplay that says, wish I could have made it to watch this in person, but at least I get to watch Spike gather his yellow cards live from home. Here's hoping for an early finish so he can play some more Picross.
Yeah, by the way, I get to fill in the hour 30 with whatever time I have left with more Picross, right? All right, so I got a green card for that one.
Yeah, so you can bounce on top of his hammer. It's pretty fun. See how long he can keep it up.
It's still going?
He made it all the way across
All right,
into the hit.
give that some applause.
done.
It's a solid hammer bounce when he had nothing else to do.
Yeah, that doesn't speed anything up, really.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely nothing. But it gives you something to do during this boss. There again, this was like a little more interesting boss to talk about when there was RNG, because he could actually waste a fair amount of time. But yeah, again, the RNG is fixed, which we're happy for. There's just not much to talk about.
You missed the hammer bounce.
Oh, boo that. Boo that, everyone.
Sorry, I'll take damage for it. Yeah, there you saw the piranhas, the lord. That's what ate his popsicle from earlier that we knocked out.
And that was valuable product that they're no longer going to be able to sell.
Rip the dip. All right, so now we're into phase 3. Is everyone still awake? We only have 3 hits left. Oh no! So I got extremely unlucky there, basically. If the bomb is completely reared all the way back, it gets blown up instead. So it's gonna waste a handful of seconds. I'm gonna have to do an extra phase. Not a big deal. We're gonna play baseball here. So this 3-minute and 8-second boss just became a 3-minute and 13-second boss.
Oh, the fake out into
fake
a
out
slow
into
pitch.
the fastball. Try to time this where it just gets over him. Nah. Oh well. All right, so there'll be one more bomb right here that I'm gonna have to deal with. He'll give me a stack of 1, 2, 3, and then a single, which hopefully I won't lose that one as well. Okay, we got the immediate drop into him, so he should be dead right now. We're gonna last a little longer. Maybe it's more than 313. Oh, does he jump up one more time? Oh God, I think I just lost 40. No, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, when you see
Oh,
this
he
part
just
of the
does this
stage
again.
rotation.
How did I phase through that? I went through his hammer. I phased through, yeah, all the yellow cards. I cheated. I hacked. I have the Game Shark in. Game Shark's back in 2018. All of them, yes. Fill me, yes. Fill up the cup, yes, thank you. All right, so we're back to the final world game. This is Donkey Kong Island. It's been taken over by the Snowmads, not the Nomads. What's up, Kirby? I called it Nomads because I didn't catch the humor of it. 6-1 is the level that would just like kill runs back in the day. And bringing back 2014 memes, I might just die here as well. But I think I'm going to try to go for a grab jump right here to go straight to this barrel and then a trick shot off the barrel. All right, so we didn't quite get it. I need to extend that pretty far. Okay, so here's the trick shot. Okay, skipping over that and then doubling my way up here. Got to the first checkpoint. That's good. See a yellow card. And I'm going to try to optimize this climb by barely grabbing the far right side of it so I can beat this Archie cycle. Ooh, okay. We didn't get it, but that's okay. Now I'm going to double my way up here, try to get a flick off of this platform. Ah, man. Okay, we die right there. What I was trying to do was grab the very top of that platform and then go into a crunch a drop. So instead, we're just going to jump off of it. Back to 2014. This was like the #1 run killer for me, was like that drop right there. I jumped a little too high, so I couldn't grab the thing. We had the right flick speed and everything. Just doing from there. The checkpoint's right there, so it's like the least punishing death, but still.
Yeah, but still, like, you made the track start over from the beginning.
Right.
The music tracks. We didn't get to hear, like, the super, super awesome climax of
That's
that song.
cool because, like, that track, they liked it so much. It's like the main theme of this game. They threw it in 3 different levels. So you're going to hear it 2 more times throughout the rest of this.
I mean, better 6-1 than 6-2. Because 6-2 is just, I think it's the best song in the game.
Yeah, so Spike, I think you should just, like, shut up for this level so we can listen to the music.
All right, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
You're asking a lot.
This is Seashore War. David Wise, again, the composer of this is his favorite track he's ever composed for a game. So, yeah, so enjoy the track. What? That still sent me back? Oh, I'm taking a death. I'm taking a death
Well,
at this point.
well, there goes
You'll
the
hear
track. We
you'll
might as
hear
well
more
We can,
of the
we can
track.
talk now. We can talk now.
I'm shocked that didn't. Okay, so look at where I got hit there, and then let's do that again. It was right beyond that third hoops, right? Okay, so now we're gonna do this again. I'm not gonna short hop it. And then I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna push me right. I must have been literally 1 pixel to the left of that. I wasn't. I looked down there to look at my yellow cards.
Looking at your yellow card, Spike, that's a yellow card.
Oh, I thought you gave glasses to Ivan. I was like, no one's gonna see it.
Well, Sen's not going to be able to see anything. Those are some great glasses. Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got them on sale.
All right, 6-3 Aqueduct Assault. With Funky, again, we can get a really cool chain here all the way through half of the level. We'll see if we can get it or not. It's pretty difficult to get all of it. But it's all just like really specific chaining and maintaining of this momentum here off this icy slope. Get a little speed right there. All right, nice. We got all of it right there. So that was maintaining. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, sure.
This is also another pretty great track. Just the entire final world.
I know.
All the songs are so good.
It's probably one of the more underappreciated tracks in the game. It's really, really good. No one talks about it because the rest of World 6 is so strong. But yeah, we're going to be going for one of the bigger grab jumps in the run right here. You're supposed to climb up this entire structure, but by instead just doing a grab jump, you just go right to that last barrel that you normally get blasted over to. Also, if you looked in the background right there, there was a Donkey Kong, like 8-bit, you know, a 1981 style, holding up a big Wii U right there. I'm a little upset they didn't just switch it to a Switch on this version, but it is what it is.
I had no idea that Wii U was even there.
All right, so you guys see how really talented I am at this game from all the deaths we had and everything. I have to do this. I am contractually obligated. So you guys have noticed in these Rocky Barrel levels, last auto-scroller, my boy Michael Goldfish, every time he does this at a marathon, he immediately takes 2 damage to put himself on 1 health here, and then I have to go 2.5 minutes without taking damage. I'm a big old choke artist. So yeah, probably gonna die. Just bam, and just walk around a little bit more, and bam, and hopefully I don't take any more damage for 2.5 minutes. So
Yeah.
you can read donations for this.
Okay. We have a $100 donation from Bully Mania that says, "Hi from the front row. In an effort to keep transparency, there are only about 100 yellow cards on the floor."
Okay, good.
SGDQ this year was my first, excited for AGDQ, but donating for the blindfolded incentive because Spike asked nicely.
Oh.
What? Did I ask nicely?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Just roll with it.
Yeah. Roll with
Rolling.
it.
Rolling deep.
Rolling deep. All right.
We have a $5 donation from Sharkfist that says, budget's a bit tight, but I had to sneak in a donation during this run. Spike's the one who got me into speedrunning, so I wanted to show my support. Good luck on the rest of the run, and let's get that Symphony of the Night blindfolded incentive met.
Oh, sweating over here, dude. Oh, anything could hit me. All right, this is like the scariest part.
Oh, oh.
All right, sweating bullets. All right. Keep reading donations. I hate the silence.
We have a $25 donation from Anonymous that says, a friend told me that there was a third event this year, and I tuned in immediately to see SpikeVegeta. Life's good. Articus donates $100 saying, longtime watcher, first-time donor. Love the GDQx format. 2 marathons a year isn't enough.
Agreed.
$15 from Quantum V that says, go speedrunners and have a great mini GDQ.
All right, good news. We didn't die. And better news, we are now a snowball.
Yeah, clap for the snowball, everyone.
Rolling deep now.
Rolling deep. Literally rolling deep. It's actually got pretty similar physics to like the minecart. Yay! We talked about his thighs, how strong they were in to lift Ramby. How strong are you to lift an entire snowball the size of like a building? So, good stuff. All right, so this is the hardest. They have all come off. This is the hardest level by far in the entire run. I'm gonna try to go for the boost as much as I can. There's some points where I'll be in. There are these bounce pads where you can slap them and they'll shoot you off. Normally you're meant to just then like grab onto another pad, bounce to another one. I'm gonna try to maintain the speed off of them as long as I can. These are really, 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 really hard. So I am probably gonna fail some of them. I'll do as much as I can. So I'm just gonna give myself some serious time here. All right, got the first one.
What's that one called, Spike?
I think that one's got like a name. We've got some like really dorky names for these, like the Inca Dinka, the Congo Bongo,
The Snow Sea-Doe.
the Snow Sea-Doe.
Yep.
Gonna go for the little baby one right here. By GDQ, I'll learn the good one. Okay. And we got the last one, the Inca Dinka, that'll be coming up here at the end of the level. It's probably the hardest strat in the game. So we'll see what happens. Gonna chain up to this top platform right here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna take a death because I want to try to get it. I need to bounce off like the very right side of this enemy right here to get up to the pad. Nope, we're gonna start over. We're gonna get this right. It's all right, we haven't. If I hit it, it'll be worth it.
Now, at this rate, you're not going to be able to play Picross after this.
Don't say such harsh words. No, we're gonna take a death. We're gonna take a death. I want to get this boost. I want to get this boost. It's so this platform that I'm slapping off of, it needs to be fully horizontal. Nope. We're gonna try one more time. We'll try one more time. We're gonna try one more time. That's why the estimate's generous. No, we're gonna try one more time. One more time, everyone. $1 for every time I try this.
Okay, we still have 31 lives left.
Yeah, we'll go until we game over, and then we'll just move on to Titanfall 2. No. So right there, I'm punching the pad a little too early each time. Again, it needs to be fully horizontal. It's only a few frames I have to work with. Maybe sub-frame perfect.
Yeah. First try.
First try, +7.
Yeah, good stuff, Spike. Good stuff.
That was one of those coming up to it. I was like, I don't care. I'm going to die until we get that. Nailed it. So yeah, that is like the ultimate run killer at the end of the run. You pretty much need to nail all of that. And there's an even crazier strat you can go for. The little baby boost I did in the middle, you can actually gain an absolutely stupid amount of speed and go even faster through that section, saving another like 5 or 6 seconds. I have not learned that yet. We'll learn it by GDQ, where I'll be racing my 2 good friends and better players than me, Michael Goldfish and Cruncha. So it should be a fun 3-way race at GDQ. Utilize the grab jump here to make it up here. Also, this is the only time in the run we get to see these cool silhouette levels.
Yeah, this was a big thing in returns. I think there was one in every world, and I think this is the only one in Tropical Freeze.
No, there's more of
This
them.
is the only one in any percent that we see. Yeah, there are others in like side levels.
Also the throwback to the first track of the world.
Yeah, this is the second of the 3 times we're gonna hear it. The snowman theme. I know Kirby's back there going, what a slapper. There it is. There's the confirmation. Kirby is here, and he called it a slapper. All right, so I'm going to be utilizing some grab jumps here in the final section after I drop my roll in order to get up this section a little bit faster with some short hops thrown in. Wait for this to come down a little bit, and then double to it as it's making its way down. Full bounce, grab jump, utilize the hoots, and I'm going to, after this, I'm going to hold right, which should kill me, but instead there is a barrel down here that caught me, and I'm going to wait till a visual cue, and then I'm going to blast. I just need to let the thing get out of the way, and that will actually blast me up to the end of the stage. So that was found like day 1. I don't know if she actually found it or not, but Claris, who was a really good Tropical Freeze IL speedrunner back in the day. She was the first person I saw do that, so shouts to her. She probably didn't find it. I don't know. There's maybe someone else, but cool. She's just a cool speedrunner in general. So, yeah, all right. So here we got 2 levels left, and we'll be moving on to the boss. We got Frozen Frenzy right here. I always call this like the Crash Bandicoot level because this is like you're going through like a laboratory type thing. And we talked about how like Funky Kong has all these extra hearts and you can do more damage boosts, but in most places it's not worth it. It doesn't save time. I'm actually going to utilize all 4 of his extra health right here in order for me to get through 4 different damage boosts. So if I make any mistakes and I take damage in unintended places, I need to route the level a little bit differently to work around that. Also got that puzzle piece over to the left. Always grab it, because you gotta wait on this thing anyways. All right, so we're gonna, first of all, try to utilize fully extended double jump to skip over a lot of these electric fences. Neutral off this guy. And I'm actually gonna land right here for my first damage boost just to cut out having to grab all those slow vines. And now we're going to try to extend these doubles. Utilize my second damage boost here. Slide through these guys. And then jump over the Omega right here. Utilize damage boost number 3 right here. And make sure I didn't get hit by the hoots. Chain these guys, and then we're going to utilize one final damage boost right here to shoot our way into the barrel. So, yeah. All right, one final level here. It is the last. We get to hear the awesome Snowman track one more time, but we got to use Rambi, and it's a lot of waiting. You're just waiting for platforms to get into position. So you'll see myself just kind of mess around a few times. But again, we do want to cut out as many of Rambi's slow startup runs as we can. So we'll try to chain bounce off some things. I'll utilize doubles in order to blast through these certain targets on the wall to break the walls. But other than that, yeah, I'm just going to be slapping Rambi's butt for like 2 minutes. So if we want to get in one last set of donations, go for it.
No problem. We have a $5.02 donation from Bionic Iguana that says he's more post-it note than man. Twisted and Evil shout out to EDR, Cassie, and the rest of the 502 crew. $10 from Ashley156 that says love what you guys do and love SpikeVegeta. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
$5 from G50146 that says longtime watcher of GDQ here, and Spike has made this by far the most entertaining run I've ever seen. Woo. Keep up the awesome work, everyone.
I hope you watch more speedruns.
$25 from Dashneer that says, here's $25 to get another pack of Post-it notes. All money goes to
We
Sydney
were
of the Night
supposed to use
blindfolded.
that. Sorry, I read over that donation. I'm awful. Read it. Sorry.
You're fine. Uh-oh.
Did they find a new set? I see them coming towards me. I see my peripherals are working. I'm slapping the butt. Just keep going, dude.
$25 from Koi's that says, couldn't miss a chance to donate during a run by my favorite runner and contribute towards seeing Symphony of the Night run blindfolded. Here's hoping the incentive is met so I can have it playing during my Halloween party later. Come on, everyone. Help me out and donate to make this incentive happen. Otherwise, my guests might actually have to talk to each other.
Oof. Big oofs.
$25 from UnNintendo that says, Spike, are you Coldplay? Because you are all yellow.
I know one Coldplay song, so I didn't get that. Like, are you made of bells or like what? Or clocks? What was the song? They have like, does Coldplay have more than one song? I'm not even throwing shade. I just don't. It's whatever. I'm sure it's a banger. All right, final boss. So the way I always describe this boss is it's kind of like Bowser throws at the end of SM64, where it's an inherently simple thing you have to do, where you have to bop on his back, but it's a tight enough frame window to where it's very easy to choke it. It's very easy to mess it up, and if you miss any of them, it's incredibly punishing. So. He's going to each phase, once he comes up to the front after I throw the enemy in the background at him, he'll give me 3 opportunities to hit him. If I miss any of those 3 hits, I'm losing a minute. So we're running out of Picross time. So obviously I don't want that to happen. I wait for him to position himself. And then I want to have very specific positioning for my visual cues of when to jump up in the air. 1 for 1. Okay. All right, so that's unfortunately a minute lost right there. It's because his hitbox is actually, it's not everything you see right there. It's only his shoulder pads. So gonna have to deal with that, unfortunately. So he's gonna have to go back here, do one more phase. I'll bop one more enemy and throw it at him. So unfortunate to see that. Pretty much lost all our Picross time right there. That's okay. We'll get to Titanfall 2 quicker. You're welcome, my dude. How's practice going? Are you ready? Are you nervous? I'm nervous for you, dude. Is that something you say thanks to? I also like how it's chat at home, like they cannot hear the other part of this two-way conversation. Yeah, to them, they're just like, this dude's crazy. Actually insane.
They're not wrong.
Oh, they knew that. At this point. I am never watching GDQ again. All right, so I already messed up the easier hits, and now I've got to deal with ice physics. And right there, he gave me 3 slow patterns. He's not going to give me a slow, a mid, and a fast, like how quickly he moves across the platforms. So I'm going to actually change my position where I stand to set myself up for each of them. So based on where he goes, okay, so here. Slap right here. Okay, went 6 for 6, didn't lose another minute right there.
Yeah, you may have seen that mechanic before in another Donkey Kong Country game, unrelated.
Oh, so this is Piss Your Pants RNG. Again, the RNG is fixed. If you are a casual, that is the fastest RNG we can get. All the platforms just fall down and come back up. If you are a casual, the first time you get here, that will happen. You will die. You will not know what to do right there. You're just going to fall in the lava. So shouts to Retro for fixing the RNG for speedrunners, but I am sorry to anyone playing this for the first time. Because you got to fall out, like roll to the right and then roll jump to the left, timing it correctly to land on the far left platform. We're going to get ready on time here in a second. Well, hopefully not too long from now. I got 3 more hits and it's all going to be fast. So I need to position myself very quickly after each of them. Dude gave the side swipe. All right, we got one more. Oh, don't you move. Oh my God, this dude, he's tapping. He's tapping on me, dude. Okay. Slap right here. Okay. And time. All right, we got into 120 now.
All right, you know what time it is, Spike? It's time for some Picross, because you do have some
How much time do we have?
left. About a minute.
You can do a 5x5 with that.
Add me on Switch.
But remember, you have the yellow cards, so you're going to have to give it to the player on the left.
Have you played Picross? Oh, you'll love it. Come here. All right. All right, so we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, let's start you on a 5x5. Okay. No one look. All right, bam. You'll have to guess at the end.
That's
Wait,
a 10 by 10.
That's a 10 by 10. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Just hold on. Oh, I know you haven't. That's what's funny. Oh, there's only 3 of these. All right, well, this. Okay, cool. You can do this one. All right. So, do you have any guess what you're looking at right now?
I mean, whatever
Looks like Sudoku? Sure. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I played that too. Okay, it's not it at all, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so what you're looking at here is, okay, so this one of these 5 top spaces is a blue space. You don't know what that is yet, though. If you look down here, there's a 1, then a 1. That means there's a blue space, and then there's a nothing, and then there's another blue space somewhere. You don't know those either, though.
Okay.
Right here, we got 3 blues in a row. What can you deduce from that? There's 3 blues in a row. Can you deduce at all where one of those blue spaces could be? All right, so what I like to do here is I apply a thing called math. Okay. So math, right. So, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take those 3, and then you're gonna say there's 5 total. So that means if you minus 3 from 5, that's 2. That means you're 1 over that, so that middle space has to be a blue.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay,
Yeah. So if you press A, it becomes a blue. Oh, already our first space, everyone. We're rolling deep over here. Okay. You don't know, what else can you deduce from that? So,
So we know there's 3 in a row, so it's either obviously the middle.
yeah, well, it could be, or it could be the 3 in the middle. That's fine.
That's true.
Mhm.
I think it's 3 in the middle because there's 1, 2.
Potentially. Here, let's work with a different one. One I like right off the bat. I like to find stuff that adds up to the number of however the total is. So we have 2, 2 down here in the bottom. What does that mean?
Means we have, there's going to be 2, 4 blues, but 2.
Yeah. So if you add 2, 2, and the 1 in the middle together, what do you get? That's awesome. We're now going to apply that right here. So there has to be a space between the 2 2s. So yeah, like this one in the middle,
Yeah.
that has to be an X, right? Oh,
Okay. Okay, all right.
the two-way conversation here
Yes.
on stream.
Yeah. So I guess where I'm lost right now is how am I determining that there's 1 in the middle here? Is it because like do we know?
Oh, off this guy?
Yeah,
The
so-
3. We know that's in the middle because,
Right, but-
yeah,
Okay.
either the blues have to be all of these, it has to be all these, it has to be
Okay.
the 3 in the middle. That has to be a blue every time.
Okay.
So if I go ahead and tell you that blue, blue, blank, blue, blue, do you
Right.
understand why that's the case
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
bottom?
I do,
So go
I
ahead
do.
and fill those in, and we'll
Okay.
build off of that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So then you can actually, if you press B, you can X out a space.
This is like Minesweeper a bit
Bam.
too. a
Oh,
little
it's
bit.
just like
It's
Minesweeper, but
okay.
not at all. Okay.
Okay.
So now let's work on this row. So we see 2s are at the bottom. So yeah,
Right.
it's 1, 2.
Yeah, 'kay.
So off of that, let's go down to this 3 row. We're going to build the 3 right now.
Right. Okay,
Okay,
so go
I got
ahead.
a 1 right here. What does that tell you?
But I got a 1. Where's the 1? Like what,
The,
what are
the
you
one,
pointing at here?
this bottom left corner.
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
1. Everyone at home's getting the tutorial too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm really overthinking this right now.
No, you're good. It's the first
Okay.
time you're seeing it. You're
Okay.
on. This is probably the first time someone's had a first time playing Picross in front of like 50,000 people or something.
Yeah. Just like
Go
a
on.
little bit on the spot.
This
it's
gets
fine.
rid of all your nerves for the Titanfall
It's true.
run.
You know, it really
Yeah.
does. Yeah. Okay.
So off of this bad boy right here, what? 66?
Oh,
There's
66.
66 people
Oh, it's just 16 more thousand.
I thought she was giving me number of seconds I have left to get him to the answer.
It's at 59 now.
It's
59
at 50
seconds.
Oh,
left.
it dropped 7,000?
No, I'm
Oh.
saying you have 59 seconds left.
Oh,
'cause you
left.
said
Okay, we
66.
gotta go. We gotta
No,
go.
I'm
We gotta
kidding.
go.
I'm kidding. Okay.
Okay, so based on that bottom left.
Yes.
And then looking at the column, there's a 1 and a 1.
Right.
So what does that bottom left tell you about that space right above it?
So I think what I'm having an issue with is I keep relating just this to like this row.
Right.
Okay.
And you should.
So, but how do I know that like they're not in like any of these spaces here?
Because you already see a blue space right here, and there
Okay.
has to be a space in between the 2 1s.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Oh, we had one of those moments. Good.
Okay. Okay. So there's a blue there.
No,
right?
there needs to be a blank there
There needs to
because
be a
the
blank
1
there?
has to be by itself.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'm understanding it now. I think.
Okay,
So
we're
can I
getting
can I
there, we're
press
getting
A again to get rid of it?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
So instead, we want a big old.
We want a big ol'.
Just cross it out. Yeah, all right.
All right.
X-Force. All right, cool.
So okay, and so this should mean that there's 3 total in this row. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
there's a 1
And then there's a
from the top, and then a space, and then there's 2.
and then there's 2. Okay, so then there should be like 2 here, like 1, 2.
You've already got 1 right here.
Wait.
So how
Oh,
does
I'm
connect
seeing
to
that. I'm seeing. Okay, it's coming together now.
Uh-huh,
right.
uh-huh.
Okay. And it's because there's 1 there, and then there's space. Okay.
Yeah, and it's always shown in that order. So there's gonna be 1 above, then there's 2 at the bottom.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay. So where is there a blue space now?
Okay.
Just put a blue space somewhere, and
put
I'll
a blue-
tell you if you're right.
Okay. There's 2. So I mean, it could be like in any. So there could be 2 in any of these 3 spaces, right? Or.
There could be a 1 in any of those. Again, the 2 has to be on the bottom.
Okay.
So what does that
right.
mean about this bad boy right here?
Okay.
I know everyone can see my pointer finger on this one.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, there would be a blue there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I am overthinking this so hard. All
No,
right.
you're good, you're good,
Okay.
you're good.
And then.
And
there,
then, and
there
then-
will also be 1 right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Then we're gonna do that.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now I'm gonna. Okay. So let's see.
Okay, so let's work. We're working from the bottom. I like to work bottom to top on
And
these
okay,
suckers.
forgive me. Is there always a space after a blue between like the next? So like.
Yeah.
Can we
So
determine
it's
that these
1,
right
2.
here are both going to be blanks?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can determine all 3 of those are blanks.
Okay.
Do you see why those are blanks?
Yes. Okay.
Because
That's
I'm a
correct,
teacher.
right.
I want to make
Okay,
sure you get
so-
this right.
And
I'm not a teacher.
no, but there is always going to be a space after a blue, right? Is that how that works?
Yeah, after
okay.
the blues are together.
Yes,
Okay.
okay.
So now working on this row, we got a 1 and a 1. Where do those have to go?
I have, who knows? Maybe that.
Maybe any of those. That's awesome. All right, we got 2 rows left.
Okay.
So we already see them grayed out, so I'm just gonna X out the
Yeah,
stuff
exactly,
where
like-
bada bing, bada boom,
And then this
bada
one.
bizzle, whizzle, I don't know, something.
Sure.
All right, so now we got 3 spaces left. We gotta find 3 more blue spaces. So we work on this one. It's a 1 and a 1, and a 1 and a space and a 1. Where do we gotta put them?
Okay, a 1 and a space and a 1. So,
Because you see, there has to be a space between those 2 blues.
right. Okay, so would it be like here and here, or am I?
Do it, and I'll tell you if you're right. Yeah!
Okay, cool. All right. And then the last one is like.
And the last one is right there. Yeah!
Wow. Okay. 639. Thank you. Yeah.
I took away all your nerves on Titanfall 2.
I'm just hoping I didn't get roasted too hard on that. It was like math is like.
Twitch chat would never roast anyone.
Never.
I've never known them to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shouts. What's your name again? Bryonato?
Bryonato.
Bryonato. Oh,
It looks like Brian. It is a common mistake. Don't
All
worry
right,
about
well,
it. Also confused with Byron Tano.
I hope you guys enjoyed the Picross speedrun and the Tropical Freeze thing that came before it, the lead up.
You are dripping yellow cards, by the way.
Yo,
Yeah, I hope
thank you much.
you're gonna need to clean that up before you leave.
I didn't put them there. Okay, all right. Bye, everyone. Enjoy Titanfall 2.
Thank you, SpikeVegeta, for your wonderful tutorial on Picross S2, as well as your run for Tropical Freeze. Just so that you know, for Symphony of the Night blindfolded, we need 15,000, and we are at 3,000. So we are getting on our way. Make sure you send in those donations for that incentive. We also have Mega Man X 100%, which is 5,000, and we're at 1,300. I'm going to go ahead and read just a few little donations before I take a little bit of a break. I have a $25 donation from Walda that says, my 7-year-old nearly jumped off the couch when Edobean began hosting. Hi, Edobean. We're putting this towards his favorite character, Tails, in the Sonic Advance run. Good choice, good choice. $28 from Daichi that says, hey, guys, just keep on being awesome. Booyah! Oh, I'm going to have to practice that for Use Pizza's run. That was horrible. $25 from Elise Explosion that says, honestly, $25 for the impromptu Picross tutorial. Keep up the great work, everyone. $25 from Braylon that says, when Spike said what I like to do is apply a thing called math, I had to donate. Keep up the awesome work, GDQ. And all right, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Prolix again, who's going to give me a little bit of a break, and then I'll come back. Also, that was probably the best shift I've ever had of all of GDQ history, so.
All right, everyone. Thanks for your patience. As Edo Bean said, I am Prolix. Oh. Oh.
Picross teaching savant.
My God. I'm impressed. Thank you, Brian, for just absolutely nailing that. Good luck on your Titanfall 2 run.
We were going to have Spike put on a headset, but I think we can actually just hear him by yelling.
Probably. So.
Hopefully he's audible. It's right behind you, Spike. Yeah, right there. There you go.
On,
Yeah,
sure.
it might help just a little bit.
All right, are we on? Hey, dope.
Sounds like we might be good. So Spike, congratulations on the run. It was a good run. I mean, first try Snow Sea Dough. That was impressive.
Yeah, that was nice to nail all that stuff. Just aiming this real quick.
He's just going to take a minute to manage his Post-it notes. Very important. Very important part of the job.
Places.
So anyway, guys, we have a bunch of really awesome prizes that you guys can donate to. They're all running from now until the end of Dark Souls 3 later tonight. And you guys want to get those donations in because, you know, like we were talking about during the Tropical Freeze run, we have an awesome Soten blindfolded incentive. And I still think we need a solid, you know, $9,000 or so to make that happen. And you guys want to see it. Beating Soten in like 30 minutes already, it's really impressive. Doing it without being able to see, that's just insane.
Yeah, it's absolutely. I mean, we've seen a lot of blindfolded games over the years. The fact that he can get through this Metroidvania-style game off of different audio cues and everything, you absolutely want to see that. Please get in those donations right now. For a minimum $100 donation, you win all of this.
Unfortunately, Spike wasn't pointing to himself or to his Post-it notes. Neither of those are actual prizes.
What was I pointing at? All right, go on for the prize.
I don't want to know, Spike. Anyway, we got a couple of cool things for you. So from our friends over at Fangamer and Bandai Namco, we have this lovely Dark Souls inspired shirt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, featuring everyone's favorite character, Havel, right there. He looks really good. Let's just drape this over the front, which is out of frame of the camera, so no one will be able to see it.
Meow. Okay.
It's a super awesome shirt. It's a $10 donation, again, from now until the end of Dark Souls 3, and it's available in your choice of size from our friends over at Fangamer, so you don't have to have the shirt that Spike touched. Unless you want the shirt that Spike touched. I mean, by all means,
this
you
one's
do
$1
you.
extra.
We got some love from the crowd. Thank you, audience. All right, moving on real quick. We have another one of our Kari Fry's lovely books, Banquet of the Wild. It's all about Breath of the Wild and specifically about the cooking in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, dude, I love the cooking aspect of that.
I can't play that game because it makes me hungry. Yeah, I'm just like, I could play more of this, but really I just want to throw some ingredients in a pan and somehow magically have it come out as delicious looking as this. Super great book, great illustrations. It's a $10 minimum donation between now and the end of Dark Souls. Speaking of Dark Souls, from our friends over at Fangamer, we also have this lovely Dark Souls bonfire pin. It's a little hard to see on camera. It's a little tiny. If we could maybe zoom in on that just a second there. This is a $5 donation, and I mean, you know, hey, it's exactly what you need to put on your lapel. Take a moment, sit by the fire, rest up, and hope that all your enemies don't respawn nearby. That's the worst part of a campfire, frankly, for me, Spike. When you just sit down and then all the wolves respawn right next to you.
Where do you camp?
Dangerous place.
Remind me to not go camping with you. All right. Yeah, it sucks when you just get attacked by wolves when you go out there.
It happens sometimes. So from our good friends over at One Up Yourself, we have this beautiful Mario Kart mashup poster. If my assistant could just, thank you, Hans. And this poster is upside down. Let's flip that around.
I wanted you to say it was intentional. I was like, he did it.
Directions are hard. That's stage production 101. But anyway,
that's a dope poster.
Dude, it's a super cool poster. I love these things. It's only a $5 minimum donation to get in for it, too.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, hey, that's $5 more towards the Blindfolded Soten incentive, and that's $5 more towards you getting an entry in the grand prize. Speaking of the grand prize, we have an amazing gaming PC. It's worth about $1,300. Got some great components to it, and it's a $100 cumulative donation throughout the marathon. So, hey, $5 here, $5 there, and by the end of the weekend, you're entered to win a pretty nice PC. Huge shout-outs to our friend Dusty for donating that to us.
Shouts to Dusty.
Yep. So from our friend Joseph Berger, we have a Super Nintendo Classic. It's super cool. It's a Super Nintendo
Super
Classic. It is super classic. It comes with a copy of Star Fox 2. It's the only official release
And
of Star
that's
Fox 2.
And that's all it's
that's it. There's like 20 other games on there. I don't think any of these are good. Have you ever heard of
obscure.
Super Mario RPG?
No.
Probably really obscure game. I don't think anyone likes that one. F-Zero.
Zelda,
Nah.
Mario, Metroid.
Would never want that.
Pretty obscure.
It's a $15 minimum donation, again, from now until the end of Dark Souls. Definitely get on these. These have been, super hot for the past year, and there's a good reason why. It's all the classic SNES games in its own little plug-and-play box. You don't have to worry about, finding your SNES, finding the carts, all that. It's just right there. Super convenient, and I love it. From 6955, the author of the Super Time Force soundtrack, we have a Super Time Force Ultra Vinyl. These things are super cool. He donated a bunch of them to us a couple of years ago, and he was super generous. He gave a bunch more for staff to just have, like, hey, he really appreciated what we did, wanted us to have some. This was the one given to me, and I was like, I don't have a record player. I'm sorry. I don't have any way to use it. And I figure, you know what? It's still completely wrapped. It's never been opened. Let's give it back to charity.
Still, regardless, I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people who can't actually use that. It is one of the coolest collector's items we always bring up here.
Oh, yeah. Vinyls are just cool to collect even if you can't play them. Just cool to display on your shelves and whatnot. But I got to be honest. I'm trying to downsize right now, get into a little bit of a smaller space. But, again, this is super cool. $10 donation from now until the end of Dark Souls. So you guys can check that out.
Ooh,
yeah.
I already like these.
Oh, yeah, Spike, you definitely like these little keychains. So from our good friend Filthy Turtle Pearlers, who's actually here at TwitchCon if you're at the venue. Yeah, he's upstairs somewhere in the artist alley. He made us a bunch of these cute little Mario Odyssey keychain pearlers. And again, we talked about it a little earlier. They're kind of two styles with pearlers, the blended and the see-through. These are just absolutely beautifully blended. And if we could just get a quick zoom in on all 6 of these as we try to figure out a reasonable way to hold them up. The keychains like to sway around. But, you have, of course, you have Cappy, you have Tiara, you have Cappy again, a multi-moon, a Goomba being possessed by Mario.
Yeah.
And of course, the most important thing, shirtless Mario, the best costume in Odyssey.
Yeah, that's its own category, is get that costume on and expose the his chest.
His chest, let's call it, yes. Definitely super cool pearlers. Looks like we're just about good to go, so that's probably going to be all of it for us. Get those donations in, guys, and remember, you can always head over to gamesdonequick.com. You can check out the tracker. It's going to have all the information you need about upcoming prizes, upcoming speedruns, upcoming incentives, the amounts and the time you have to donate for them, and all the post-it notes that we've stuck to Spike's chest.
Yep.
Anyway, we promised we were going to stick around for Bryonato's Titanfall 2 run, and we hope you all honor that promise as well. Let's throw it back up to the front as we get ready for that run.
Woo!
Our thanks to Cent and SpikeVegeta there. Up next here at Games Done Quick Express is Titanfall 2, an any percent run by Bryonato. I'm your host, Prolix, and I made this voice, Smiley Face.